is enough, and it's time for a change!
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Get some man!
Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo!
We're in the big D tonight, baby, and we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar should.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is Sunday, it is episode 67 and I am the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, your boy Kinny Killa. And as always, I am kicking it with the hashtag tech guy, the girl them sugar, Sugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
Now today people, we have the return of the Bingus one himself, Mr. King Bingus.
Swedish, Swedish.
And also we have the Irish commodity herself. She missed last week, but she's here this week, even though she's got woman flu. It is the great Vicky Earls.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Oh god, that was a soft hello. Like we do feel
I'm the
sorry
queen.
for you. Yeah. The queen is here. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh, you're okay. That's
Doing
all
okay.
good. Did you have a good time at work last week?
Oh no. Oh god, no. No, it's a good job, but it's with like photography equipment and all those big machines. So I was like sick and then sweating in the heat. Oh, it's so attractive. I'm a catch.
Well, you're here now. This is all good. Obviously, we've got muchos love for you, so we're happy you're on the show. Bingus. We're going to do the damn thing today, brother.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
Beat the clock. Tell the people about the stip.
Kinny, when he loses, will be buying himself a Hornswoggle t-shirt, wearing it for a week and sending out all you lovely people a bunch of pictures of him wearing it, donning it, and he will be hosting next week's show wearing it as the one-man Hornswoggle fan.
Okay, whatever he says. We'll see in a couple of minutes. But Shug Daddy, what's happening, dog?
Fuck all, mate. You know who it is.
Oh, good. You didn't venture over our sides, Go Simples Festival?
No fucking way.
You got to stay in the valleys, yeah?
Yeah, man. Stay away from the shanks.
Oh, and the gun shop.
Exactly.
Lamb shanks now.
That's what I had last week. All right, let's get into the show. No messing around. Bingus has got to pop off after the beat the clock, so let's no messing around. People on Twitter, you can follow us at Sunday Segue. Segue spelled S-E-G-U-E. Also, please email us at sundaysegue@gmail.com. Please like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Rate us on iTunes, please, people. Also, you can listen to us on Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, Mixcloud, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Also, download the Sunday Segue app. That's apps.appmakr.com. Shout outs this week. Let me just do the quick shout outs again, people on Twitter. If I can't get all of you in, sorry about your damn luck. I will get you next week. All right, so shout out to Hayden Lawless. Shout out to Real South Tiger. Shout out to Greek Mysterio fan Lee Morgan. Shout out to WrestlingFactions.com. Jean-Luc De Castro. Alex Lane. Team Regal. Shout out to MDK The Future. Also shout out to Garms Eku. Shout out to Master Keith. And the last shout out goes to Wrestle Rants. That's my boy Beer, who was on the show last week. Okay, Shugs, any shout outs?
No, I'm good.
Bingus?
Usual suspects, Bunny Suicider, Wrestling Cron, that guy, what's his name? Top Rope Elbow, I think you know him, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's the one, that guy. And shout out to Sergeant Smelsh, he knows why.
Shout out to Sergeant Smelsh. Oh my god, Martin Dixon, bro, where are you, man? We need to get you on. I know you work Sundays, god damn it. Vic, any shout outs?
Just the usual. Tim, Powers, Steve, just everyone, really.
Just
Tony.
One name's only, that's it. Steve,
Yes.
Tim,
Yeah.
Tony.
My hoes.
You heard it first. Use his hoes, guys. That's all I'll say.
Bitches.
Bitches. All right. That's it for the shout outs. Let's go straight on to Beat the Clock. No messing around. It is your boy Kinny Killa versus King Bingus. Shugs, I believe James has sent you or emailed you the questions.
Yeah, and I threw them in the bin.
No!
You threw them in the bin.
Yeah, those are
You printed them out just to throw them in the bin. That is so harsh.
those are some pussy old questions. So I've gone for the Shug set.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Unprecedented first. Okay, Shugs, take it away, Quizmaster.
Okay, so we know the rules. You have 10 questions, okay, and you have 1 minute to answer. If you do not answer within the correct time, you can go back at the end and try again. Okay, so Kinny, seeing as you're a gentleman and you're giving it the most mouth, you can go first.
I'm giving it the most mouth. His fingers been cussing me on Twitter. Yeah, okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, so you'll go first. I've got a stopwatch, though. That is the thing.
Doesn't Bingus have to pick A and B questions?
Bingus, would you like question set A or question set B?
B seems a little heavier. I'll take that.
Okay, so
I like B.
I'm just going to get a countdown timer in the window. So, Kinny, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so, wait there, let me see how this works. How'd you fucking start it?
Just use the clock on Skype, man.
Is there one on there?
Yeah, it's obviously timing our conversation.
Hashtag tech guy.
I know. I've never had to do this before.
There's time in our conversation, so just use that in it.
All right, I got one anyway. Okay, so are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. What is Triple H's real name?
Paul Levesque.
Who did Zack Ryder hold the tag team championships with?
Kurt Hawkins.
Who did RVD beat for his second IC championship?
William Regal.
No.
Jeff Hardy.
No.
Pass.
Name all 6 members of Kai and Tai.
Oh god, Tasha Michinoku, Funaki. Oh god. Pass.
What attendance was smaller, WCW's biggest Super Brawl or WWE's smallest WrestleMania?
Smallest WrestleMania.
How many former WWE champions are on TNA's roster alumni page?
4.
Nope.
5.
Nope.
Pass.
What pay-per-view in 1999 did Super Crazy defeat Tajiri in the opening match?
Barely Legal.
Nope.
Pass.
How many arenas have hosted Monday Night Raw?
6.
No, and we're out of time.
Okay. So nice questions there, Shugs.
So you've got 1, 2.
What about the other one? You asked me a question about the which was 2 questions. I got that wrong. So this the other
2 in it.
No, you meant to offer me up the other question, the other answer.
What?
You asked me a question which was either one of 2 answers.
Oh yeah. But you just got it wrong. You can't have the other one. If there's 2 answers, you can't get it wrong and then say, oh yeah, the other one.
Well, yeah, I can.
Give him 3.
All right.
Nah, that's all right. Give me 2. It's all right. I don't want no one cussing me
so
after
2.
that. Yeah.
2. All right,
Let me
Shugs.
reset my clock. Okay.
Hold on 1 second, but 2 is okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to worry, but there's always a plan B. Shugs, ask my questions.
Okay, let's start. What is Kip Sop's real name?
Oh, Kip's up. Billy Gunn.
Who is the tallest member of the New Age Outlaws?
Oh, Billy Gunn.
Who ran King of the Ring in 1999?
Oh,
Fuck up. No,
Billy
fuck this. No.
Use the name answers.
Billy Gunn.
Nah.
Name a wrestler managed by Tori
Billy
Wilson.
Gunn.
Who did Bart Gunn win his first tag
Billy
team
Gunn.
championship with? Assman.
Billy Gunn.
Name the 10
Billy Gunn.
Road Dogg tag with
Billy Gunn.
I knew something like this would happen. Bingus, what? You can't beat me properly, son.
I guarantee
You can't beat me properly, son. That's null and void, Shugs.
There's always a plan
No,
B.
Shugs.
I've got it.
No,
Get that-
Shugs. I'm
Oh.
not wearing that shit. That is some proper. You heard it here. Montreal Screwjob, people. Montreal Screwjob. All right, hit the real question, Shugs. Hit the real question.
That was great.
I love that. That was wicked. I love that. Yes, Bingus. Did you? I'll ask you how you did it after. But yeah, go on then.
All right, where we go? The showdown of all showdowns. All right, so these are the real James Powers questions. Who would like to go first this time? For real?
I'll still
stick
go
to the
first.
same way. All right, cool. Let me clear the stopwatch. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Who did Santino Marella beat to win his first IC title?
Maga.
Name 2 WWE stars who Real's name is Paul.
Triple H and Heyman.
Yep. Whose finishing move is the shout out?
Oh, pass.
Who introduced Harley Race into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Harley Race, jeez. Ric Flair.
Yep. Who won the 1999 Royal Rumble?
99, Vince McMahon.
What year did the first UK Rampage take place?
Oh, jeez, 92?
Nope.
91?
Nope.
1990?
Nope.
Pass.
Who was the last Cruiserweight champion?
The last Cruiserweight champion. Funaki.
Nope.
Santina.
Nope.
Pass.
Name 2 people John Cena has been tag team champions with.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn Michaels. Edge.
No.
Batista.
Yeah. On June 23rd, 2003 edition of Raw, what did Kane do?
Oh, jeez, 2005.
Time's up.
Oh, strip slam Jack. What's that right through the back?
He unmasked.
Okay.
All right, so you've got Umaga. You've got that one. 2. Harley Race, you got right. 3. Vince McMahon, you got right. 4. You got the John Cena one. 5. Okay.
Yep.
We'll go through all the answers at the end, innit? Okay, Bingus, we ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go. Who did Santino beat to win his last US title?
Oh, US Kingston.
No.
Pass.
Name 2 WWE stars whose real name is Brian.
Daniel Bryan and Road Dogg.
Nice.
No. Okay, so whose finishing move is the corkscrew moonsault?
Corkscrew moonsault. No, pass.
Who introduced Sergeant Slaughter into the WWE Hall of Fame?
No, pass. Oh my god.
Who won the 1993 Royal Rumble?
3 Michaels.
No.
Flair.
No.
Backlund.
No.
Pass, man.
When was
Oh
the
no.
last in your house?
I didn't hear, man.
When was the last in your house?
99.
Yep. Who was the last women's champion?
Women's champion. Mickey James.
No. Time's up.
Oh no.
There's Michelle McCool in it.
Layla.
Layla. Okay.
Okay, so how many did you get? You got 1 and 2.
Ah! No way.
Bang, bang.
All right, so the wrong answers. Whose finishing move is the shout out? JTG. The year the first UK Rampage took place was 89.
Oh, wow.
And the last Cruiserweight champion was Hornswoggle. And on the 23rd of June 2003, Kane unmasked.
Mm-hmm.
Who did Santino beat to win his last US title? Jack Swagger.
Swagger.
Whose finishing move is the corkscrew moonsault? Ricardo Rodriguez. Who introduced
Oh,
Slaughter?
come on, man.
Who introduced Sergeant Slaughter into the Hall of Fame? Pat Patterson. Who won the 93 Rumble? Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
You got that, and then who was the last women's champion was Layla. 5-2.
Wow. My man off this TV, Barry Scott, likes to say, bang, bang, the dirt is gone. Oh, God. Yeah, there you go. I'm not even going to rub it in, but Bingus, like I said, I just don't talk, and then I just wait until we come on the show and I do. But I tell you what, yeah, you are an absolute G. I love the way you did what you did with fucking Sugs. That was so sick. That was so
How many
sick.
questions did it take you to figure out?
The second one, as soon as she said Billy Gunn, that was it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Zaire, come here. Zaire, come here. Come here. See, my son just busts up in the set and wants to know what's happening. Say hello. Come here. Just sit here and say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello then.
Hello.
He's just looking at the screen. Say hello.
What's
say
up?
hello. Oh, all right. He's being shy. He's being shy. All right then, people. That's it. Beat the clock. It's all done. Thanks. There you go. Took it down. All right.
Yeah, I'm on eBay right now.
You buying it, yeah?
Right now, there it is. 1166 buy now, 583 posting packaging. Pick that out in a large. Oh, I have to get a medium. There you go. It'd be a little small. That'd be better for you, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Buy it now.
There you go. He's purchasing it, people. He's purchasing it. Gonna say hello, Saya?
Yeah.
Say hello then.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
That's little Kinny Killa right there. Say Sugs.
Yes?
Ah.
There you go, Sugs. There's your shout out from the little one. All right then, people. We're just gonna continue now on with the show. It was a bit different there. Beat the clock first. Now we are gonna go with the Money in the Bank review. Bingus, when you're ready to bounce, just let us know. All right.
All right, fellas.
Okay, so let's
I'm
go.
off to you now, and I'll put your pictures as soon as I get a receipt showing that I've bought that thing. And thanks for that.
No, man. Well, I'll holler at you in the week, all right, bruv?
Cool, guys. I'll
Right.
see you later.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right, then. Let's go into Money in the Bank. Let's just go through the card. We started off with, I believe it was a tag team title match, which was the Usos versus the Wyatt family. And guys, man, what a way to start off. Shugs, just tell me what your thoughts were on this. Go ahead, bruv. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I thought the tag team match was just like really good. It's a good way to start off the show. I think they started doing this, like when we had the Rhodes brothers were on the top. It's just a good way to get everyone up and flying, really. And I thought the Usos retained, which was my prediction. Maybe people were expecting them to drop the titles early, but I think it looked good with them having on. It makes the chase by the heels better rather than having the face chasing people.
Yeah, I mean, you were right with your prediction to make the Usos go on, because, like you just said, it kind of, makes a bit more longevity with the feud. Vicky, what was your thoughts on, on the chemistry between these two? Because I love seeing these teams wrestle every week.
It doesn't look good when you think about it, but it works so well because they're so different in styles, But I still don't like Rowan at all. He's just like a lump. He's just not special. Like, Luke Harper is special, I think, for such a big guy, He moves so quick for his size. That's just me.
No, I think a lot of people would probably say that. Even though he's improved, I think a lot of people would, share the same opinion as you. All right, next we get Paige versus Naomi. Paige obviously goes in as Divas Champion. Now, Shugs, I really like this match. I didn't expect this from Naomi at all. Obviously, they have gone through the match beforehand, and I really rate this match.
I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, I thought so. Vicky, what was your thoughts? Because Naomi, she actually stepped up to the plate. We always know that Paige is going to be aggressive in the match, and the way they booked this match was really good.
It was one of Paige's better matches. I still am of the opinion that since being called up, she hasn't been spot on at all. She's just been made to look weak. if that makes sense. It's like a female version of Cena in some ways. Like, she just hasn't shown how good she is, because on NXT she's so good and aggressive, proper, you know, going at it, whereas she's been quite weak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it's a bit of a tricky subject, because some people, like, I could say it on Twitter and get tons of backlash, but I stick to it because I think it's the truth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She was better on that night, but yeah, I like Naomi though. I think she deserves to get a bit of a push, you know.
Yeah, it seems like when they have a pay-per-view match, it seems like obviously, you know, the wrestlers can talk through the matches and stuff like that. But when it comes to Raw, you just left to what creative give you, and that's it. And then it just, everything in between pay-per-views, it's just horrible for Paige. And Shug said right at the beginning, you know, when she got called up, they just did it the wrong way. They just did it the wrong way, wrong character, everything. So, yeah, the writing's on the Raw. But we'll talk a bit more about her when we go into Raw. We get impromptu match with Adam Rose and Damian Sandow. I believe, Shugs, that at the moment, Kevin Dunn, dickhead, is not happy with Adam Rose's character, so is Vince, and it looks like they've soured on him. Apparently this was his pay-per-view chance, and it's just not gone down well.
Well, I don't think they give him much to go with, to be honest, you know? It's just like, I don't know how they can blame people or not be happy with people when it's the bullshit they've given them, you know? So how can they be like, oh, we're not happy with Adam Rose, he hasn't come over well, but he's been doing the stuff you give him, you know? People don't have the chance to go outside their, to go into business on themselves really anymore. So it's your crowd reaction and stuff like that. But, you know, Adam Rose, who just come up from NXT, he's not going to be doing anything extra or doing little things to try and get himself over, because he's just been come up, like, do you know what I mean? He hasn't got the confidence, and he knows that he has to do what he's fucking told. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's shit.
It's like teaching a child how to walk in some ways, you know. You can't just push them and hope for the best. You have to give them a bit of encouragement, you know, and he hasn't gotten that from them at all. No, I preferred his NXT stuff. Again, like, NXT is just the better show, but I just prefer his old kind of Leo heel type stuff, you know.
It's like WWE have like said, okay, we're gonna give you your favor. Your favor is now you've been on the FCW NXT roster for forever. So now we're giving you a favor. You can go up, and that's about the only favors you're getting. Oh yeah, and we'll give you this bus too, and that's it. And is, you know, you only could, like you said, you only can be do what you've been given. But yeah, it's just not enough. WWE's becoming too gimmicky at the moment with their characters, and we need, you know, 2014. We need a bit more reality, a bit more people being a bit more real. The days of, you know, obviously all the other gimmicks out there, like the boogeyman and all that stuff, that's all long gone. But it seems like, you know, Vince McMahon is still putting his fingers in every piece of creative there is. Let's go on to the first Money in the Bank match, which featured Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Rob Van Dam, Swagger, No Bad News Barrett. So for me, this was the match of the night. I mean, the way they built up, it was all about Rollins and Ambrose, wasn't it, Vicky?
Oh, amazing. Just literally amazing. I kept standing up and watching it on my computer and getting so excited. They smashed it, as people would say, you know. Just great spots. That ladder part when they went down, Rollins especially on his back, my word. I actually went, fuck.
Vicky swearing?
No way. Oh dear. No, it was, amazing.
Shugs, what was your take on this?
Yeah, I just thought, obviously, like, this was the best match by far. It used to be like this anyway, you know, when they used to get a Smackdown match or maybe the Raw match, and then you would get one match that had the same old faces in, Cena, Kane, whoever they were trying to push at the moment, and then you always have the other one that's got all the up-and-comers in there, you know, the people who are trying to make a name for themselves, and they're the ones who just put their body on the line, really, and just go all out, rather than play it safe, you know? Like
last year. Remember the SmackDown one last year was way better than the Raw. It was like Cody Rhodes. Everyone thought, yes, you know.
And then Sandow took it down. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's oh man, I tell you what, I look forward to Money in the Bank every year because every single Money in the Bank so far since it's been its own pay-per-view has been all right. And yeah, I look forward to it every year. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views. We get another impromptu match. Goldust, the Stardust, Rybaxel. I'm not going to talk about it because we'll see it on Raw, so we'll talk about it then. Rusev versus Big E. Now, Shugs, for me, this was a big match for Rusev and for Big E because they gave them more time. You know, they had about 7-8 minutes. Yeah, I got my Pollock clock out. And they made sure that they beat the hell out of each other. I mean, Rusev's mouth was bust. Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it's just like, Big E's got that spot where he, dives from the inside to the out and takes him off the ring apron, and that always looks horrible, like, do you know what I mean? But I just think it was good. It was good for Rusev, but, like, it still didn't do anything for Big E, He put on a good performance, but then after the match, you still don't want to see another Big E Langston match, You're interested to see where the Rusev character's going, but it didn't make you stand up and think, oh, yeah, I wish, Big E Langston was going to have some more matches, or I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Big E. Just don't care.
Another thing that we don't care about is Layla against Summer Rae with Fandango special guest referee. So we'll just jump that and we'll go on to the main event, Vicky, which was John Cena, Kane, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro. Now, this was not flattering at all. I just did not like this match. Do you think it was missing that high flyer?
Yeah, but it was just same old. Nothing is fresh. Nothing. I think I walked out of the room to make about 4 cups of tea. I was so bored of that match. Definitely so bored. And I kept wishing for Lesnar to come and break Cena's face. I actually said that on Twitter when he won the belts. I said something like, can't wait for Lesnar to smash his face in. And like, someone actually tweeted me saying they were very upset about that. I was a horrible person. And I'm saying, all right, jog on, like. I was just, there was nothing. Do you know what it was like, actually, apart from Bray Wyatt? It was kind of like, and Cesaro, it was like old men fighting.
Yeah.
Same old tired crap,
Same old shit.
Just, oh wow, it wasn't exciting at all. It's, yeah.
I mean, Shugs, it's fair to say, obviously, Cena was the safe option. There was no other way, they could have gone for Orton, but that didn't want to set up what they wanted to set up, really, did it?
No, it's just like, I suppose, when you have an injury, they try to hold out for a few weeks, but, Bryan doesn't look like he's returning anytime soon. So this was plan B, and plan B was to go with, somebody safe. And, rather than put the pressure on one of their up-and-comers, they just went back to Cena. It could be a good run in the end. I know none of us really want to see Cena with the championship, but it's probably too early for Reigns if you're thinking about it, and it's probably too early for who else?
Bray Wyatt.
I would say, yeah, Bray Wyatt. Do you know what I mean? It's probably too early. So I just think that, it's probably the best move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Well, that was the end of the pay-per-view. Let's just give ourselves the pay-per-view MVP. Can you collectively come together and say who the pay-per-view MVP was?
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I would have said, Rollins or Ambrose.
Yeah.
It's either or, really.
We'll just give it to both. They both made the match. I mean, Ambrose popped when he went to climb that ladder, man. Jeez. Something I didn't expect at all, and it was WWE have got something on their hands there. All right, so predictions, Shugs. Who took that down? Because it was varied. It was varied.
I think it was like shared between a few people. I don't think anyone came out. I think that. Who was it? James and Josh.
Okay.
Basically had it. Oh no, how many did you get? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know who won the Summer Rae Layla match.
Oh, Layla did.
Yeah, because you said Summer Rae, so yeah, I think Josh Smith won because he said Layla.
Josh took that down. All right. What was your most disappointment of the night, Vicky?
Of my Cena.
Shugs, do you echo that?
Yeah. We knew it was going to happen, but then when it does happen, You
It's
just
like, oh no.
yeah.
It's like, ah, Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh, good. All right. That's the end of the Money in the Bank review. Let's go straight into Raw now, people. No messing about. So, segment 1, Authority and Cena. Shugs, obviously, you know, what we've done in the last couple of weeks, we've opened with Authority. They're talking about Seth winning the Money in the Bank. And then they invited Cena to the ring. They announced a fatal 4-way for Battleground. What's your thoughts on the Battleground main event, and why the hell does Kane need to be in it?
Well, that's where Kane's position is at the moment. You know, he's in everything, not so we need to worry about Kane winning, but you just know that he's going to help whoever, so he's going to be in there to help Orton, you know, so it's almost going to be like a 2-on-2 match, and then Cena and Reigns decide for themselves, really. So, yeah, I think, you know, it's good enough, you know. I couldn't think of any better idea at the moment. You know, I don't think it's ready for a straight one-on-one match at the moment between any of them, between say Cena and Reigns. So I think it's just a good place really, just to put them in.
Okay. Vicky, what was your thoughts on the interaction between Cena and Triple H when he was taking a piss out of Cena? Because I thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny. I actually did. Probably one of the better openings that they've had recently. Definitely.
He's like, yo, man, let me. I did see that coming. I thought, Triple H, you're a G for doing that. Like, you know,
it's not like him.
No, it's not like him at all. But Triple H tells Cena if he doesn't comply with Authority, he will learn the hard way. If he gets through the fatal 4-way match, there's going to be a plan B. Seth walks out with the briefcase. Shugs, how good was this for storyline purposes? Because I think it will be a swerve, and Lesnar will actually be the plan B.
I don't think Lesnar will be like for Triple H. I think Lesnar. I don't think that'll be the right way to book him. You know, for him to be working for the Authority, it goes against like the Lesnar character really. Like if he comes back, he's coming back for himself. So. Yeah, I think it's a good starting off well, but I don't know. I just don't think that would be the right way for Lesnar to be like the plan B this time.
Yeah, you're right though, because he's just defeated The Undertaker, so you know the streak has been broken. If he comes back with Triple H, it makes him look stupid, doesn't it? You know, like he's taking all that heat from the fans and all, like, you know, oh, you broke the streak and stuff. If he came back with Triple H, he just looked like a wimp in a way.
So do you reckon that he should just, when he comes back, he should just say, I'm straight, I beat in the streak, I'm straight coming for the title, I'm coming for you, Cena, that's it?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's nice. All right, let's go on to the next segment, which was as Seth came out. We're going to have Seth versus RVD again. Shugs, another match with these two. What was your thoughts on the match? Because I thought, even though, you know, we saw that nice, you know, Hurricane into the turnbuckle, I felt it was a bit slow.
Yeah, I just think that RVD is slowing down a bit, and I don't think he's up to Rollins. You know, Rollins is like coming up to his peak. You know, and he's doing everything like 100 miles an hour. I think they would be better off. You know, like those matches he had with Ziggler and stuff. I think that's the type of people that they need to be putting in with. You know, if they're going to be putting in with somebody just mid-card who's just doing nothing, then, you know, put him in with Kofi Kingston, at least he'll have a better match.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
Just put some people over like he did with Adrian Neville. Aaron Neville. Every time I hear Adrian Neville, I just want to go, don't know much, but I know I love you.
Don't do that again.
I won't, don't worry. So, Vic, Seth wins. Another dirty curb stomp, man. I swear down, RVD doesn't know how to take it correctly. But
No.
At the end, Renee Young comes into the ring, you know, called her toots. Seth cuts her off, cuts a promo. What do you think of Rollins' promo work lately?
He's so much better. He really is coming into his own, I find. I think he's always been good, but I'm just a fan, but I just love him. But yeah, he's definitely getting stronger, kind of taking the heat very well, you know, the whole sellout stuff. But yeah, he's strong.
Yeah, he's been deflecting those things from the crowd really, really well when they're saying,
But it's natural. It's not forced. It's natural, you know.
Yeah, you do love him, don't you? I've seen the t-shirt.
Oh, listen,
I've seen the t-shirt mock-up.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah. Shugs, Ambrose interrupts on the screen, cuts a wicked promo, says that every time Seth tries to cash in, he's going to be there to stop it. How unique now is this situation for WWE, giving themselves loads of room, loads of roads to go down in terms of this food. They could make this really, really nice, couldn't they?
I think they're just like, they're doing stuff with, I think they're just letting him let the reins off a bit, you know what I mean? He seems like he's not being, like the old thing where they take the lines to Chris Jericho and he's like, thanks, scrumbles them up and throws them in the bin.
Yeah.
I was listening, who was that who said that on the podcast the other day?
Oh my God. I can't remember.
Somebody, used to work for him, and I think it's the same case with Ambrose. Maybe not Rollins, maybe Rollins has a bit more direction, but definitely Ambrose. You can imagine him, we want to say this, and he's just like, oh yeah, cheers, and then scrumple it and throws in a bin, because they're not coming up with these lines that he is, when he says it's not a contract, it's TNT, and it's going to blow up in your face every time you try and check it in. Mm-hmm. It's just so good,
That's Ambrose.
And he's winded back the craziness. He's not as crazy, do you know what I mean? But then it's sort of still there, bubbling under. Mm-hmm. Because, he's not screaming on the mic and he's not throwing the mic down, but he's just delivering those lines that just makes you think. It is like, he is like, what's his name? The loaded weapon. Mm-hmm. And he's just like crazy.
He's deadly. He's cool. That's a real Irish thing to say. It means cool.
He's deadly. I think as well, like with this, as long as WWE don't make the cash-ins too gimmicky and stuff, like they can do so many different ways. I mean, Ambrose can come through the crowd, he can come through the ring, he could do whatever, he can come from wherever, But I think this is just going to be really interesting, and it makes a big, massive feud and the longevity, because obviously we know Rollins isn't ready for the title just yet, so they need that to be in place to make sure that this kind of stays, for the long haul. But someone, I can't remember who said to me, but they reckon, I think it was Michael Cook that said to me, he reckons that this feud should go on until the next Money in the Bank, and then they should have a countdown where Rollins has literally got a countdown, like to cash it in before anything, before it runs out, and then he manages to do it or whatever. But there's so many ways they can go with this.
It's exciting. This feud is exciting. It's the best feud so far this year, I think.
Yeah, and he's gonna make both of them by far. Yeah. As long as WWE do it right, it's gonna make both of them.
But people are just watching Raw just to see what's gonna happen next, because they are becoming so good. Especially like Ambrose is a little bit better at the promos than Rollins, but it's exciting. Mm-hmm. I think, anyways. Made me kind of want to stay up and watch it live again, because I'm looking forward to it.
And I like the way as well that the only focus on the split of the Shield is with these two and these two only, and Reigns is off doing his own thing. And I like that, because it seems like obviously it's affected Ambrose more, which is great for the feud. All right, let's go into the next segment, which was Rusev and Swagger. Now, Vicky, Rusev and Lana come out to run down America as usual. Out come Uncle Zebekiah and Swagger to a nice pop. Now, this was great because Swagger works well in this context.
Yeah, definitely. A bit more believable. It makes more sense. He is the real American, thingy. I'm doing the inverted commas thing. And I forgot you can't see me. No, it's just better. I think it's a better match, with those two. Because, with Big E, like you said earlier, it's just a bit like, okay, what next?
Yeah, it has more reason to it now,
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if he does this with Swagger, has a feud with Swagger, and then maybe goes on to Sheamus because he's the United States champion, it all makes sense with their gimmick. Shugs, lots of people chanting, we the people, which was a nice thing to see. We've never seen Swagger in a babyface Swagger. Do you think he could pull it off?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like when we have the Miz, different people like that, it is like they can't just decide. They can't book you as a babyface. The crowd decides whether you're a babyface or a heel. So they've been trying to ignore the "We the People" chants for months now, months and months, you know. So they may as well just go with it. And I don't know how they expected them to stay as heels anyway, because like Zeb is just so good on the mic, a bit like Heyman, and it's a pro-American gimmick, you know.
Yeah.
And you know they've been going against like people like Del Rio, or they've been going against people. So if you're doing a pro-American gimmick and going against all these things, you'd need John Cena to be like from somewhere else, or you need the biggest face in the company to be a foreigner for this gimmick to work as them as heels. So I think it's just like the natural progression.
Yeah, no, I like that, the natural progression. That's the best way to put it. Shugs, did you by any chance catch the latest AE podcast when they talk about Heroes of Wrestling?
I listened to some of it. I didn't finish listening to it. There was too much Guardian Football Daily podcast to
Oh,
listen
you know
to.
that. Okay, so I know you're obviously a lover of the AE podcast. You told me about it, and I know you watch the pay-per-views alongside it. It is on YouTube, all right? You need to watch it alongside it because it is crazy as hell. Zeb Coulter is the color. He does color commentary. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, you need to watch that, man.
It's time on your hands. Remember, you're having another kid soon, so get it all in while you can.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next part, which was Sheamus and the Usos versus the Wyatts.
Wait there. I know Vicky Earls is on the show, but I fucking hate Sheamus.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm on the verge of calling him the C word. Because
you've only ever called one person that on the show, and that
guy just pisses me off. He's like John, like from last week when we had the bit backstage with Roman Reigns. That fucking infuriated me. It infuriated me because, like, what is he doing? Who's he trying to beat? You know? We don't want another John Cena. We don't want Cena 2.0.
Rant, Shugs, rant.
Fuck this guy, man. Why are they making him stay out of the sun? Why are they making him bleach his hair more orange than it should be? Do you know what I mean? Nobody on earth is that ginger, so we know there's some dye in there. And it's just, he's a great worker, yeah? He's a great worker.
He's a great moveset.
He's fit as fuck. Every time he's in there, he's never gassed, and he can do anything in the ring. But they're just, oh mate, what the fuck, you know?
Heel time.
Hashtag heel Sugs.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's time for Sheamus to go.
I'm always a heel.
Yeah, Shugs has always been a heel. I think it's time for Sheamus to go heel, man. Definitely go heel or go home, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Shugs, you just answered the question off the bat. That's what I like. Bam. Vicky, ending sequence was great. Super kick, bro kick, Sister Abigail, then a lariat clothesline by Harper. For me, Harper is outshining Bray Wyatt in this match. Sorry, he just outshone him in this match. In every way possible, even the ending, everything. He just outshone him. I just love it. Rowan and Harper seemed, really over in this match as well. Can you see the feud continuing with the payoff being the Wyatts winning the title maybe at SummerSlam or sooner?
I think SummerSlam, it might change. Yeah, because it's got to be built into something, They can't keep kind of losing and stuff, but yeah, I think it's going to change at SummerSlam, definitely. And I want it to, actually. And I'm an Usos fan, kind of, but I definitely want the two Lumbers to win.
What's your thoughts on Harper?
Do you know what? He, like what you said, he's outshining Bray. Even like when he's speaking, I'm kind of liking him a lot more in the last month or so than Bray. Honest to God, I find myself kind of very into what he's saying and watching him a lot more move around the ring and stuff, Fascinating because he's like a giant.
Yeah, it's weird because, Bray was the fresh thing and, we massive advocate for Bray, but the last couple of weeks he's just been samey. Well, Harper's been different every single time. And it's just like, I like this. I just like him. I just like him. I really.
It's kind of nice though, because everyone's kind of like been on the Bray bandwagon, and I like Bray. I do. I think he's great. He's fresh. Blah blah blah. But I've always kind of held back a bit because I thought, well, hang on, there's two others. They must be all right as well. And I'm glad I didn't kind of jump for joy for Bray too much because I think I prefer Harper.
All right. So next segment. Bo Dallas.
Oh,
Shugs, this lizard-looking motherfucker.
boner.
All right, he comes out, says he's here to ask everyone to join him in a 60-second silence for Bryan and Barrett. How good was this angle? I thought this was sick in terms of seeking heel heat.
Yeah, I just think that, I don't know why you're hating on Bo. He's so good.
No, he's grown on me. He is good. The gimmick's good, but
Yeah, I
for
think
me, it's just one dimensional at the moment in
I
terms
think
of
this is
gimmick.
good. So rather than, they, I've heard a few people saying about he should do the same as Randy Orton did. I can't even think of his name. You know when Randy Orton had the shoulder injury?
So
They think Bad News Barrett should do that,
Okay.
and do the Orton news, say, talk about when he's coming back and talk
yeah.
about his injury and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think having Bo do it is a good move as well, just keeping people up to date. Well, we know he's injured, and it's just keeping people in the loop so we don't forget about him. And if Bo comes out and does this every week, then I think that'll be a good move as well. Especially just doing that pose for like so long, just
that was so
pissing
good.
people off. It's well over a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I would also love for Barrett to come back and just give him the bull hammer, and just say, "I don't need you to talk for me," and just bam, just done. Obviously, that'll obviously make Bo more heel, but it will make Barrett even more face, I suppose, which is kind of happening anyway. But yeah, no, I echo your sentiments in terms of Bo being good. I love the gimmick is good. He's doing all the right things. I think he needs to put a bit more of his initiative in it and just let the WWE just kind of like stop.
Like the Butterfingers, that was all him. Like
that was all him. Yeah, you're right.
And that was really good.
Mm-hmm. Just take a camera. Just take a camera somewhere with you, please, and to see a day in Bo Dallas, a day with Bo Dallas, and just catch Bear Joe, see him helping a woman across the street, or just something like that, something funny. But in the meantime, I just hope that his wrestling improves, because I don't want him to become the next Santino, because then that would just be a failure for me. All right, Vicky, what direction do you think they could go next with Bo?
Definitely heel suits him a bit more. But I think he needs to kind of wrestle a bit better against better people. It's just rubbish. It's just, I walk away, It's not good at all. Because there's potential there with him, but it's just, I don't know, it's very stale-ish. I could be wrong. I don't know how to explain it at all.
I think everyone's he's like Marmite with a lot of people at the moment. I think it's weird, because I think before he gets in the ring, I like it. And then as soon as he touches the ring, he becomes generic for me.
Yeah. Nothing special.
Nothing.
Well, it's like look at Cody. He changed characters, changed his entire moveset. And there's people in the fucking WWE, John Cena, I'm looking at you, who've been doing the same old bullshit for fucking 15 years.
5 moves of doom.
Oh my god.
And yet Cody can change character overnight and change his whole moveset, everything.
We're gonna get into Cody in a bit. But right about now, we're going to go to the next segment, which was Nikki versus Funkadyktals, Naomi and Cameron. Obviously, this was set up. Seth, obviously brilliant as always. And then to set up the split between Naomi and Cameron. Nikki looked good, as obviously. She walked by Bo Dallas, walked to the ring. Funkadyktals looked like they're splitting. So it's definitely time for Naomi, though, to drop that shit altogether. Focus on her, her growth as a female wrestler, as a diva, because she is good, and I think she could be. Oh, she showed on the pay-per-view how good she could be.
Yeah, I think I think they've probably gone as far as they can go. The Funkadyktals, their gimmick's pretty much over.
No Brodus.
Yeah, no Brodus, no nothing really. So yeah, I think they should just knock it on the head, really. Those two. And Naomi, she was supposed to be champ at WrestleMania, maybe, that's what they say. So maybe just, give it to her now. AJ's back. She's back. Just let him get on with it,
Let's get it on. Vicky, Cameron, on the other hand, isn't as good in the ring, but she can draw major heat. I think.
Yeah,
I think she could draw major heat.
bitch.
She is a bitch,
Yeah.
and that's what we need. We need like Summer Rae. She needs to come out of whatever she's doing and just be a bitch and do like some female faction like they do in NXT with the fierce females or whatever, the BFFs. Because that faction is sick because they're just bitches. Like I said last week, get Sasha Banks up straight away. She is a bitch. She's the female boss. She's a bitch.
She's good.
We need more bitches out there. And Cameron can do that. Do you reckon it would suit her being maybe a manager, a mouthpiece for someone?
It might suit her. I definitely think she's a little bit of a dead weight. She's not that good. She isn't that good. She can move a bit, but she's not improving, and I don't think she really wants to. Mm-hmm. I think she's all just there for the money. I know I'm not wrong, actually. I do believe that, but yeah, get her in with a few other people, let them be the mean girls and let them do their thing.
Yeah, because she can turn on bitchy just straight quick. She don't need no bullet points for that. She could just turn it on.
It's the face. It's always her face. Watch her face and then her hair.
Oh, good. All right. Right about now, people, we're going to do something a bit different. We had Beat the Clock at the beginning, so now we're going to take a bit of a break, and we'll be back with Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston, Chris Jericho. Also, we'll be talking about CodyDust, Paige and AJ, and then the main event, Cena Reigns. We talk about the Raw feedback, Smackdown in 60 seconds, and all the usual. Okay, so be back in a second, people.
Be sure to listen to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
What?
Every Sunday with Kinny Killa and the Gal and Sugar Sugs.
Yes!
With all the news, views, and laughter that you want.
They like jet airplanes. They like long limousines.
Every Sunday, the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast on Podomatic, iTunes, and YouTube.
So why don't you choke on that, slap nut?
And welcome back to Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It's your boy Kinny Killa here with the Gal and Sugar Sugs. We was here with King Bingus, but he lost and he's gone to work. And we are also here with the Irish commodity, Vicky Earls. So, right about now, we're going to go into segment 7, which was Cesaro versus Kofi. Sugs, right. Sugs. Match started, bit slow, got better as time went on. We go to a break. We fucking come back. Kofi's fucking celebrating. And he's won. We didn't see shit. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is them pushing the app, I guess. And...
The app can eat a dick.
Yeah, well...
Sorry, Vicky.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just think that I'm surprised it's taken this long for it to happen. How long have they been pushing this fucking app? So I'm surprised it's taken this long to happen. Why would people get the app if everything's on TV? So, I'm just thinking, I'm just surprised, that's all. Really, really surprised.
What a call by Kevin the Dick Dunn. I don't understand why you would do that. Why? Why? Oh, God, because it was heating up. The match was heating up. But, Vicky, do you think that the concept of the match, though, was just to define Cesaro as an actual just heel and not, by not doing the swing and his post-match beatdown?
Yeah, I think so as well. They seem to definitely be going the heel kind of way. I think he did a house show somewhere last night and he refused to do the swing. I think he did one in Canada somewhere. And yeah, he just said, no, not doing the swing and straight. And the crowd booed him big time. So hasn't he got an eye patch now as well?
Yeah, man, he bust his eye.
Oh, dear God.
Apparently they're trying to get him to work harder because of, or stiffer because of HD. So people keep getting fucked up.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong there. I mean, yeah, I read it on the dirt sheets as well. And look how many injuries there's been in the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, man. If it's not Swagger, it's Vince telling them to work aggressive. So, before the match, though, we get an announcement that the IC title has been vacated. There will be a battle royal for the IC title. Guys, Shugs first. What's your shout outs on who should win it? Or who could win it, maybe?
I suppose you can make a case for a lot of people. I think Cesaro would be the best, maybe.
Not Ziggler?
I think Ziggler's better in the IC title, I think that his current sort of mini push fighting against his place on the card is better than being IC title. You know, the IC title just sort of drags you back down.
Well, then we don't want this for Cesaro, but
yeah, exactly. You know, I don't know. Somebody who's gonna maybe hold it till Barrett comes back, a long run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not Kofi.
Which then means it's a bit of a face in it, Vic. So who do you reckon?
I kind of feel like Swagger.
Okay.
I think that he'd hold it well. I don't mind him. I think he's great in the ring. I think he's a bit outside and all that shit, but I think he's good in the ring. I don't know. It might help him with his Real American stuff as well. Mm-hmm. I don't want, like what Silk said, I don't want Ziggler to have that belt. I don't want that for him. I want him to be better, you know. I don't want The Miz to have it. I don't want Fan Diddly Dango either. Like
Fan Diddly Dango. I love that.
Jog the fuck on, like.
All right, let's just get a quick mention. Sandow as Vince. Did you guys like it?
Amazing.
I loved that. It was amazing.
Sandow's brilliant, you know. All this shit they're giving him, you know, he's still entertaining, which is better than half the fucking roster because they're not entertaining, you know.
Give him the belt.
Yeah, exactly. And he's, you know, like they say, taking chicken shit and making chicken salad.
Yes, Shugs.
I've never heard that.
Oh man, it's Shugs' one-liners. I love it. All right, we're not mentioning Great Khali because he can barely walk, so he will not walk into my conversation. So here we go. Segment 8. Chris Jericho. That's all it's about. All week, Triple H has been tweeting out saying as a former WWE champion, they announced that it's going to be a media crossover former WWE champion. I instantly thought it was going to be the ball bag. Shugs. And then here comes Jericho to a crazy reaction. What was your reaction at the time when you saw this shit?
Well, no, the ball bag came out first.
Well, yeah, I know the ball bag came out first, and then Chris Jericho came out. And as soon as like we got the ball bag in the ring talking shit, you know, in his like Hollywood suit and stuff, and then just Jericho to just come back was fucking brilliant. I just shocked. I just shocked out. I was just like, what? There was a guy. I don't know when they do the normal shot. So when this has been a surprise, they do the pyro and then they shot to the crowd. There was a guy in the hard camera with his hand on his head and just jumping up going, "Wah!" Like, I loved it. As soon as I heard the pyro, I was like, no way. And obviously, I listen to Jericho's podcast every week and I just had no clue whatsoever. Great swerve. Yeah. Vicky, after a code breaker to the draw side of Ballbag, Jericho gets on the mic, and then out come the Wyatts, who fuck him up. How good could this feud be? And are you looking forward to this fresh program?
Yeah, I think maybe the whole stuff with Cena might have kind of changed Wyatt a bit, and that might be the reason why people could be a bit bored of him. So this is fresh. This is someone like Jericho's amazing, you know. His promos, if you think about it, you just listen and hang on to every word, whether he's heel or face. So this could be very, very good for definitely for Bray anyways, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I rate Jericho 100%. No doubt, Shugs, that he has come over to put over Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think he said as much on his show, like, you know, he wanted to work with Bray Wyatt, or there's a few people, so, you know, once he got the chance, that he was, you know, up for it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well done, Jericho. All right, I'm not going to talk about Ziggler and Fandango, that love triangle bullshit, because it's not where Ziggler should be. So we're going to go on to Rybaxel versus the Dust Brothers. Vicky, what's your thoughts on Stardust? Because I haven't spoken to you about him yet.
I think it's all right.
Was you going to say something else then?
Shite. I like Goldust. I like Cody Rhodes together or separate. I don't know. Do you not feel like they're just kind of pushing Cody back slightly? Like, we all know how good he is in the ring, blah, blah, blah. Like what you said, he adapts well. But
I get what you mean.
He just could be better. And I'm sick of this match. Sick of Rybaxel. I'm sick of looking at them two twats. And what was Curtis Axel like in a singlet. Can we just take a moment and cry about that? Fucking hell. I'm sorry, I'm having a rant too.
Oh, I love it. Yes. We got a rant. Oh, don't worry, mine's is coming. But we got a rant from Vicky. I love it. We got a first on the show. Yeah, I get what you mean, but hopefully they're using this Stardust character to build up to a heel turn by Cody, because it makes it more sense. They lost the chance to do it before when they should have done it, and hopefully they just put this in place to make sure they can do it again. Hopefully. Even better. Shugs, like you said, you echoed earlier, Stardust continuing to do a lot more new moves. He keeps himself unique, and his new finisher as well. That was different.
Yeah, well, he's tried like a few finishers over the last few weeks, and maybe he's going to settle on this one. But, I think it's commendable that he can just do it, just like change everything when some people have been doing the same old shit for years.
Cena.
Yeah. No doubt Cody and Goldust been down the Performance Center practicing some moves, man, because he has to be spending time, practicing, doing all of this unique stuff, because he's done it such a good way. Just revamp and just new moves. I'm not going to do the same moves, so obviously everyone knows he's Cody, but I'm going to be different to the Cody Rhodes character, so yeah, man, hats off to him. All right. We're going to go to now Paige versus AJ. Now, Paige comes out, cuts promo, saying that she's here to stay. Then out comes AJ Lee. What the fuck? I didn't know what was happening. Mrs. Punk. But right about now, Shugs, play my music. What the fuck? What is this? I don't understand. What are they trying to do to this? Not even to Paige, but to AJ. What is this? It makes no sense. Fair enough, okay, if you're having Paige hold the title, but don't make it seem so big on TV that is actually what has happened. You mean to tell me you have fucked up a character so much that you fuck her up on the way in and you fuck her up on the way out? I'm baffled. I am baffled. I can't believe that they made this shit happen to Paige. They made her look like a pum when she came in, right? And they made her look like an even more pum on the way out. What she should have been doing, yeah, is from the get-go. She should have said, I have come to take your Divas title. Bam, take the Divas title. AJ comes, she says she wants a rematch, then you make her say, yeah, I will give you your rematch. Don't make her cry and say, oh no, I don't think you want to see that, do you? What is she? A heel or a face? What has she been portraying for the last how many weeks? A face. So why are you making this girl go out there looking like a damn heel at the last minute? Dickheads. Absolute dickheads. Just ruin the whole shit. Shugs. Your gal is back, fam.
Yeah. She's looking good. Looking lovely.
She squashed all them rumors.
Yeah, squashed all the rumors, and she's just looking just like a lovely, tight little package. You could put it in your pocket.
You fucking pervert.
Man, Vicky, they didn't make any sense. Complete character confusion.
Ridiculous. And it's the same thing I said earlier about Paige. Just confusing. Just makes her look so weak. Where can they bring her from now? Like, what are they going to do now? Like, there's nothing that they can do. It just looks stupid. No, I feel so sorry for her because she's so bloody good. Her and Emma's matches in NXT were so good. I just don't want them to bring any more divas up from NXT because that's what's going to happen to them, But that's just bullshit.
Yeah, it's like she's what they need, obviously, because if you've seen the aggressiveness of all the divas since she's been up there, it's been wicked. But they've just messed it up. And now, if she goes chasing for the title, she's going to get booed because people think she's a heel. She would make a sick heel, by the way. But they should have made that decision before what they were going to do with her. But what they've done now is they've messed her up. They should make her go away, right? Go away for a while, and just come back and just F up all the divas. Backstage segments. Just everywhere. Just mess them up. Don't even talk. Don't say anything. Just mash them up.
It just goes to show, though, that it doesn't matter how powerful a man is, they just can't and don't know what to do with a good woman.
Yeah, there you go. You said it. All right, let's go to this main event now. Cena, Reigns versus Kane and Orton. I thought this match was shit. just thought it was shit. Didn't like the pace of it at all. Reigns got some good pops though. Did you like the match?
No, not really. I just think like Kane and Roman Reigns should never be in the ring together. Yeah, they don't really suit. I don't know who, apart from Daniel Bryan, I don't know who like works well with Kane, to be honest, or who makes him look good.
Yeah, I don't know. Vicky, was you going to say something?
Yeah, I didn't think you could hear me. Sorry.
Always
I keep interrupting all the time. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. No, what was you going to say?
No, I was just, when I watched that match back the next day, you're looking at the four of them, and Reigns is improving, and he's probably the most exciting to watch. But you've got Cena, who has no moves. You've got Kane, who's no moves. You've got Orton, who has some moves, but he's just so slow and boring. It's just like, what is that? You're just looking at them going, there's no difference in any of them, really. They're just four big guys. I don't know, it just looks shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's no excitement there, like, apart from Reigns. And then I think him going up against these might actually work worse for him in some ways, for his moves, like, wrestling moves, not the belt, all that rubbish. Just, I don't know.
You reckon? Because I think it might work well for him in terms of, like you just said, Cena, Orton, Kane, same old shit. And for him, it's something fresh and something new. So I think that's why the crowd may gravitate to him. I'm just tired of Orton anyway, man. He needs to do something. I don't know what. But
they can't win with him.
Yeah, no, they can't.
He goes heel, people love it, and then they give him this authority stuff, and he goes face, and we don't like him. It's just, go retire.
Match ends with Kane doing the stair toss on Cena, bit of revenge. Then a tombstone Shugs. Triple H calls for Rollins. Then the ending was really, I thought the ending was booked really well for storyline purposes, with Ambrose stopping the cash in and Reigns staring down Triple H.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. You got excited. Maybe they were just gonna have Cena win on the pay-per-view and then Rollins to cash it in the next day, and it wasn't one of those ones where you knew it wasn't going to happen. You actually thought it actually might happen, which is good. And maybe he's just going to get closer and closer, and then he's always going to get stopped by Ambrose, which is going to be good. So, and then they're going to have to try and take out Ambrose and keep him out, just so Rollins can cash in.
Yeah, the booking for these, these two storylines, man, I think it's going to go from strength to strength as long as they just... Triple H is obviously involved in the feud and in the booking of that one, which is fine, because he will hopefully do it justice. And the Ambrose and Rollins, I hope they got a good agent for that one, because, boy, they need to put an agent on that that's been in a long feud before, which has gone down well. Don't put some dud dude on it. But yeah, that's the, guys, anything else you want to add about Raw or about the ending?
Nah. I just thought it was, I thought it was a decent ending, decent show, good. It's tied up well with Money in the Bank, but nothing spectacular.
Yeah, it was one of the better Raws recently, and then the returns were they were grand, Jericho was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't see any of them coming, so. All right, Raw rating, please, Shugs.
Suppose like 7.
7, okay. Vicky?
Yeah, 7.
7. All right, that's cool. Okay, let's go to the Raw feedback. Let's go to the Facebook. I will start off. If you want,
let me load mine.
All right, I'll start off then.
Facebook.com.
I'm going to start with Michael Cook. Show was only on 5 minutes, and I was getting annoyed by how Cena was carrying the belts around his neck. Vicky Guerrero thrown out in the pool of shit and fired for putting Roman Reigns in the Money in the Bank qualifier battle royal, and now Triple H adds him to the Fatal 4-Way. Vicky must be at home saying, what the fuck. Poor Santino was on his own at this barbecue party. Even Emma wasn't with him. Where was she, I wonder?
Walmart.
Yeah. Loved the surprise return of Chris Jericho and his feud with the Wyatts. It should be good. Unlike Cena, I think Y2J will put Bray Wyatt over. One thing I didn't like was Michael Cole saying Y2J has become Wyatt 2J. Stop it now, Cole. The Miz returned, so he's back then. Don't care. Like the double turn with AJ and Paige, I feel that the promos from Paige came off very heelish. I think she would be better as a heel. I would like her to be a Bret Hart 1997 type heel, where she doesn't know why people cheer for AJ. Really loving Ambrose stopping Rollins from cashing in the briefcase, and feel this could be a good storyline that could last until the next Money in the Bank. Raw rating 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10.
I can log into Facebook. I don't know if I'm doing the wrong password or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Okay. All right. So Steve Dawson, what a Raw. Why have the Authority put Reigns in the Fatal 4-Way title match when they did everything possible to keep him out of the ladder match in the Money in the Bank? Seth versus RVD was decent. Having Ambrose interfere every time Seth tried to cash in is something new, but I wonder how long it will be before it becomes boring. Love the Swagger face turn. Took me by surprise. Get the US title on Rusev, rename it the Russian title, and have these two feud. Zeb and Lana's promos were great. Who gives a shit about Cameron turning heel? I wonder if Cameron versus Naomi will be as amazing as Melina versus Alicia Fox. Been saying for years that the match has never ended during a break. It was just weird that it happened though. They had no clue what to do with Cesaro still. Damian McMandow was pure gold. Well played to Sander for putting this all into comedic segments. He's becoming a highlight on the lower card. Hollywood Miz is the right way to go. He's such a unlikable little dickweed ball bag. Popped for Y2J, but don't care for him too much these days, although Wyatt match could be good. The one in NXT was great. I forgot about that. I'm still enjoying the summer Layla Fandango stuff. Looks like you're the only one, Steve. At least Dolph has something to do now. Paige versus AJ was just weird. I know they're going for a double turn, but it just was confusing. At least Paige can be heel now, which I think she'll be good at. Decent main event, which was teased to cash in. I can see Ambrose getting more over than Rollins in this feud. His reactions were really getting loud. Great show, plenty of stuff to go down. 8 out of 10. And finally, Joshua Smith, who won Beat the Clock last week, and who will be facing me. Didn't make sense, Reigns being in the Fatal 4-Way. Why is he holding the titles like they mean nothing around his neck? Now you do have a face turn, I'm looking forward to with Swagger and Rusev. Like Cesaro destroying Kofi, although it was confusing because of the ending in the break. Damian McMandow was a great, memorable segment, but now I'm not sure whether they are punishing him or just having to do nothing. Enjoy Miz new persona. Happy Y2J is back, and the feud between him and the Wyatts is going to be epic. Glad the Summer Rae and Layla thing has led to led to summon. I think he meant.
Led to something.
Led to something. Hopefully, it will lead to Ziggler and Ray as a full-time couple and help Summer develop with the crowd. Didn't like the way that Paige and AJ was done, but glad it was. Paige hopefully can go on to doing an anti-diva and doing something good with this feud. Good main event. Loved Ambrose stopping the cash in, and it's something different. Raw rating 9. Come on, man. We're not in West Midlands now.
It's the cool kids talk, all this text type shit.
That's the end of the feedback. All right about now, we're going to go into Smackdown in 60 seconds. So, roll with it, Shugs.
Smackdown in 60 seconds. Rollins comes out with his briefcase. It says Cena is running at a time and he'll cash in the Money in the Bank whenever he wants. Ambrose calls him delusional and says the briefcase is going to be a curse. And then Ambrose comes out to attack, and then Orton comes out to help Reigns even the score. Get a Stardust and Goldust promo. Get Reigns giving a pretty dead promo as well, just flat as a pancake. Bo Dallas comes out. JBL calls him the most inspirational man in the world. Says he's going to win the Battle Royale for little Daniel Bryan. He beats one of the Matadores, and then he slams El Torito. Y2J comes out, talks about the beatdown from the Wyatt family, and thanks him for reminding them what WWE is about. And then Bray comes out and says Chris needs to save himself. And then Miz comes out and gets a code breaker. We get Cesaro against Big E. Big hard-hitting match. It never actually gets started. And then the refs come out and break it up. Sanday was dressed like Bruce Springsteen this time. comes out and gets attacked by Rusev, and then we get a Real Americans come down to stop them bashing the 4th of July. And then for the main event, it's Orton against Ambrose. Really good match with Ambrose looking good against Orton. And then he gets a briefcase to the shoulder, a double team before Ambrose makes the save. Before Reigns makes a save on Ambrose. Fade to black.
All right. Right about now, we're going to go to Sugs Stunners, and hopefully Vicky's all right.
Alright, so Sugs Stunners, suppose the jobber of the week is just gonna have to be Sandow. I suppose he's not losing matches, but he's just being made to look like just a piece of crap. Even though the Vince McMahon day was really good, the Bruce Springsteen bit didn't look very good, and he just got beat within seconds, didn't even get a chance to get on the mic. Move of the week, I would give it to Stardust and his new finisher. Hopefully he'll keep it and won't change it again next week. And then wrestler of the week, I'm gonna give it to Jack Swagger.
Wow.
For just looking not like a piece of shit.
Oh, my man Swagger. Okay, before we go to the end of the show, I just want to get you guys, Shugs first, thoughts on the whole Emma debacle.
Yeah, I think that, you can't really know, everyone who steals or shoplifts or does anything like that always says it was an accident or it was only this. So I just think that you can't really judge with that, but I think they did overreact. They need to make an example, but not by terminating somebody, and they've made a rod for their own back by not terminating people for committing serious offences, and they've had ex-criminals who have worked for the WWE, and she wasn't going to go to prison for what she did. She had a day's community service or something like that, basically a slap on the wrists, and then they go and fire her. It wasn't as if she was getting deported or anything. So I just think they went over the top.
Yeah, Vicky, your take.
It's a strange one. It's weird. Do they not pay them? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I feel sorry for her, but then I also don't commend what she apparently did, But they did overreact. Everything that Suggs said is correct. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. That company sometimes, He did overreact. Now we're not going to see her on screen for about 2 years.
Yeah, it's just I just find it a bit like WWE. What are you doing? They just want any excuse just to cut their budget. It's like before you could even look at what other people have done, you just go and fire it like a fool and make yourself look dumb because TMZ is going to cover this shit. You just made yourself look stupid. Emma, on the other hand, I don't know whether she meant to or not. My first reaction was just like, oh, come on. She actually probably forgot to friggin', them self-service things ain't good at all the best of times. So she probably just forgot. JR came out on his, blog and said that, at the best of times, he's forgotten to pay for something and gone back in and paid for it, settled up. So, but yeah, who knows? But yeah, it is what it is. All right, and that's the end of the show, people. What a show it's been. We started off with Beat the Clock. I took Bingus down. Now he has to wear a Hornswoggle t-shirt. That's what you get, bitch. You heard a little shout out for Shugs from little Kinny Killa. Yeah, and Vicky's returned. She's ill and she's still come on. She's too legit to quit. There you go. Yeah, so I have to say thank you for the wonderful and talented Irish commodity Vicky Earls for coming on to the show. Yeah, just let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter.
Just Vicky Earls, VICKYEARLS. I'm sorry for my coughing fit.
It's all right, man. It's all right. It's it's all good. And obviously, I want to give a shout out to Bingus. Thanks for coming on. I know you haven't been on for ages, and I know you got work and stuff. So thanks for just coming on a bit early and doing the damn thing. We're gonna get you on as soon as possible, as soon as you got some time, player. And can't do this without the gal them Sugar Shugs. Even though I told him we have to do an hour early, and I got cussed, he's still done it. So it's all good.
It's always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure.
All right.
Very sure.
All right, people. So, in the words of this week, it's going to be from the returning Enzo Amore. He returned to NXT last week, setting up NXT alight. The fans love it. So, in the words of Enzo Amore, my name is Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing? And there's only one word that can describe these two French Fukazis. Should I spell it out for you? Your SAWFT, soft. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo!